Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Web Problem, where we discuss DSP and what a weirdo and not very nice guy he is. This video is a little bit of a kind of an example of something, kind of an interesting phenomenon in the Snortex, and that is sort of the necessity of clip channels and restreamers, because stuff like what we're about to see would be lost to the ether if it weren't for those heroes out there who put in the hard work, so that lazy people like me can come along and record some audio over their clip and be done with it. This time it goes out to Snort Hogan. Once again, thank you. We'll play your intro, obviously, and then we'll get into it. But so like I was saying, this is an interesting phenomenon because DSP, if you listen to him for more than about 20 minutes, he'll tell you about how he works all the time and never stops working. And his idea of working is the same thing as his idea of streaming. Both of them are incorrect and entirely fucking removed from the reality of most people's lives. And that is, he turns on a camera and a microphone and points it at himself and he plays fucking video games. That's not really working. This is a characteristic as well of lolcows. They seem to think that if they just throw shit online, then they deserve money. That if they just record constantly, then people will constantly be giving them money. And it obviously doesn't work like that when you're, talentless. And it especially doesn't work like that if you are an annoying beggar, because nobody likes to be constantly asked for money and browbeaten into it. But that's effectively what DSP does. He points a camera at himself, and then he plays video games. Now he's got his dumb little politics thing where, I don't know, his takes are probably about as good as mine. I'm totally disenfranchised from politics at this point, but I like to at least imagine that I could have a little bit more to say than him. I'm not going to give it a try, though, so he wins this round. Now, because DSP streams so much, you would assume, well, if I go to his channel, then what I'll find is a bunch of the archived streams, right? Like, that's what most normal people would do if they were producing content that they thought was valuable. While they were producing it, they would just do their stream, then have it up. I think that's a feature that YouTube lets you do, where you just kind of like finish your stream and then it's there on the past live streams page, so that everybody can go back and watch it if they missed it, which, is extremely helpful. But Phil doesn't do that. And you might say, why is that? And the answer, of course, would be because his content is not very good, and it is just filled with embarrassing shit that he doesn't want people to find out about. So it's kind of easy to claim to the dents, oh, I didn't do that, that thing didn't happen, if there's no recorded copy of it anywhere. So he can curate his clips to put online, and he does this a little bit occasionally, but it's hard to find what you're looking for if you're trying to point out his bad behavior, because on some level he apparently understands that this is bad behavior, because he'll clip it out. He just doesn't put it up. So again, thank you to all the restreamers and clip channels who will restream his streams and then provide the archive footage. So without any further commentary yet, let's go straight to Phil. We'll have Snort Hogan's intro, so that everybody knows where the clip is from, and because he deserves tons of credit. And then let's get on with it. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Hogan, drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Alright guys, so we're gonna start playing Veilguard. Please shower me with contributions now, because if you
Already.
shower me with your support and contributions now, we can hit the goal early and I don't have to mention it the entire stream and be obnoxious. If we don't hit it now, I have to keep mentioning it the entire stream, which will be incredibly obnoxious.
Alright, pause it there.
Right?
Do you understand his reasoning here? I guess I do. If he's set his goal, right? It's $150 for the stream, right? And That's what he expects to meet everyone. And then if he does that, he'll add a point to this goals hit on the left side of his screen there. Every time that happens, us detractors are felted. We cope and we seethe, and it's really upsetting. So he's got us there. I've had many a sleepless night lately because he keeps hitting his goals. It's too much. But that's his new system, right? So when he's not staying really long to try to milk it and get to the goal just from people pitying him, then he's trying to front load it so that he can just get in, do the video gaming, which he clearly doesn't really enjoy doing. I don't know if he ever did, but he definitely doesn't now. You can see this by watching any of his streams any day. Just go to his channel, watch a live stream for an hour. He's really not enjoying it. At least it seems that way to me. And then he can get out, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to get the fuck out of here as fast as possible with as much money as possible. So here he goes. He starts up. He's going to play the game, which presumably is why people came to his channel. And before he can even press start in this game, he has to let everyone know, give me money. Give me money. I need money so that I can play this game. Give me money. If you give me enough money, then I'll shut up about it. But if you don't, and this is the beautiful part, he puts it on everybody else. Like, if you don't give me the money, then I'm just going to have to keep asking. I can't just have a live stream where support comes naturally. I gotta ask and beg and shame people into giving me money unless I've already got enough money. Let's go. Let's see what else he has to say.
Now, if that's not honesty, I don't know what is. I don't want to listen.
Yeah,
I don't
very,
want to
very
be
honest.
obnoxious. I would prefer not to be obnoxious, but
Is he becoming self-aware?
Okay. What's up, X-Shooter? How are you today? Welcome. Armin the Power says
Stalling
after
for
you
time.
beat Bloodborne, perhaps play Dino Crisis in December. We'll see. It's a possibility, I would say. It's a maybe. See what people
Maybe
want
he'll
for
play Dino
December.
Crisis.
Because keep in mind, December has some good games coming out. We're going to have Marvel Rivals to try. We're going to have Indiana Jones on Game Pass. So we're going to have stuff to do in December as well.
I don't know if I'm excited for those, but Phil certainly sounds like he is. He's hyped. Did you hear the way he said Indiana Jones?
PI Stalker, what you're going to find, okay? What you're going to find is that in life, ask and you shall receive.
Oh.
If you just sit around, just lazy, like a layabout, like a sloth. Nothing will happen. No good things will come to you. Good things come to those who work hard but also ask for them. You must actively speak up in life. There are many times where if I did not speak up, things would not have gone well for me. All right? Okay, you must understand this.
Let's pause it there really quickly. I was hoping this is going to be quick because it's only like a 5-minute clip. But this is a really, really interesting philosophy here. Ask and you shall receive. I believe this is a biblical thing. Anyone who goes on about that had this in mind: the idea that if you beg people and guilt them, then you'll get what you want. I'm pretty certain that's not what they meant when they were preaching this. But Phil seems to have taken into his head that ask and you shall receive means that if you just ask people for stuff enough, browbeat them for long enough, then they'll give it to you. And to a certain extent, that's true because, like, at some point, whenever he gets trapped into having to explain something bad that he did or something stupid he said, he will go on for so fucking long that you think, oh my God, I don't even care about this thing that you did. I don't care that you used a racial slur or like lied about what you were doing with the donations or whatever anymore, because you just if you just shut the fuck up, I'll drop it. Please. So maybe he's been conditioned to believe this. Maybe, and I guess maybe he didn't ask hard enough for the Wolverine toy in the past, so he's been burned and now he needs to keep going with it. Now I will say, there's a small amount of truth to this. In the professional world, you do need to ask a little bit and assert yourself, because you're not, like, for the most part, you're not just going to be given everything you want unless you make it clear. So you want a promotion, you want a raise, you're going to have to ask for it. But you can't just, go in and be like, oh, boss, I want a raise. You're going to have to put a little bit of thought into it beforehand and explain why you do deserve that raise. Because if you don't do this, then obviously, the business isn't there to, like, if they didn't have to pay you, they wouldn't. So they're not gonna, like, voluntarily raise your wages. But that's completely unrelated to this. So ask and you shall receive. In the world of streaming, no, you're not supposed to be rewarded for constantly begging. Everybody knows you want donations, Phil. They can tell. There's a line at the bottom of the screen here, all about who donated what. So I think it's pretty fucking obvious that you want people to give you money, so you can lay off. But this new technique, it's pretty interesting. Give you the money first, and I won't bug you. It's sort of like a feature, You can pay Phil to stop being obnoxious, hypothetically. All right, let's go.
Yes, I know Witcher 4 is in production. They already announced that weeks ago, but we already knew that it was. Okay. What do they say? What's the saying? The squeaky wheel gets the grease? Exactly. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Until they replace it. See, none of these are meant towards beggars.
Quiet mouths don't get fed. There you go. That's another one. People know it. People know how it is. I don't want to sit here and talk about it all day. Don't I seem a lot more engaged and having fun when I don't have to bring it up all day? You've noticed that, right? If
I don't
we get
know
the
that
goal
this
early and then I
scenario
literally don't have to think
occurs.
about it for the
I
rest
guess I
of the
need
day,
to watch more of
that
his
I
real
don't mention
streams
it,
to see if he
happy.
will shut up once he hits the goal.
Just play and enjoy.
But I don't know.
But that's life. This is both my job and my hobby, and I have to do both, right? So there you go. Okay. Are we ready? Let's begin.
Phil,
Here we go.
everyone's
I haven't
been
played this in
ready.
a while. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. It's been about a week since I played.
All right,
We're in
that's
the
the
midst
end.
of
That's the end of
season.
that
I'm
clip.
juggling.
The useful stuff, anyways. So as you can see, his technique didn't really pay off there. Guess he's just gonna have to be. Annoying, or as he says, obnoxious for the rest of his stream. It's not his fault. He did nothing wrong. He did everything right. There's nothing he could do. He just has to be obnoxious now, and it's your fault, dear viewer, for not anteing up before things started. You came to the stream to watch a streamer, right? And when you're on the internet and you go to watch somebody's content, you should just immediately give them money. Just give them money. And then if the content's good, give them more money. Just keep going. And if possible, super chats are great, and gifted memberships are awesome, but tips really help those streamers the most, because they go straight through PayPal. So he can use them immediately, because God forbid Phil learn how to not spend money constantly. Fucking idiot. So there it is. This is an interesting DSP specific streamer thing. Maybe there are other streamers who do it, but Phil, he was the first, and he is the best. And, God bless him for trying. Didn't work out this time, but maybe he'll keep it going. He seems to think ask and you shall receive. This seems to be his latest bee in the bonnet. So let's hope his content is just filled with more of this sort of thing. Front load the money, guys. You wouldn't want me to have to talk about it during the fucking milquetoast gameplay. Anyways, that was that. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Have a great day. This has been Liveware Problem signing off. Ooh.